Marvel Midnight Suns. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words on Steam. Fight and strategize like a superhero in the darker corners of the Marvel Universe. Play as the Hunter, a legendary demon slayer who must lead a team of superheroes and supernatural warriors facing apocalyptic threats. Got a new bell, guys. It doesn't sound very good. Anyway, let's start first of all with the graphical options. Quite a few, as you would expect for a game that costs $60 frickin' or £50, and that's just for the base game, guys. You can get it cheaper on Green Man Gaming, guys. I think it's £41 on Green Man Gaming. Click the link in the description. Know what I'm saying? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. So there's a few things you can twiddle and tweak to get the game to stutter like f***. It's absolutely awful, the performance of this game. I've had 1 frame a second many a time, guys, going through certain abilities. There are a few fixes that you can do, like shutting down the 2K launcher. Why is that even there? Oh, that's right, microtransactions. More on that later. Guys, I've never seen a game perform so badly for at least 3 weeks. It's kind of like what you get now with a AAA game. It just ticks all the AAA boxes. Which is just sad. This is the worst year in gaming history, I swear. Let's get on with it. The graphics themselves don't even look brilliant. I mean, the clothes look terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible on the characters. The graphics are just very poor for a AAA game, it has to be said, guys. I mean, they don't even have the effects right. I mean, here they're all standing out in the fucking rain, not even getting wet at all. It's just, it's very poor, guys. Graphically, very poor, has to be said. The game itself is a game of 2 halves. You've got one side of it, you've got the combat, and the other side, you've got the absolute awful abbey where they all live. It's like some kind of fucking YouTuber house. You know, you have these houses where all these Gen fucking Z people live, and they all make the little fucking videos there. Yeah, the fucking selfies are good. But let's start with the combat, guys, because that's the only really good thing about this game, the combat, and it is good. It's a completely card-focused game, this. And I didn't know if that would actually work with this kind of turn-based strategy game, which I really do like. I've got a load of these kind of games in my game library, and I pretty much like all of them. So let's get into this, how it actually works with the actual combat. The first thing you need to understand about the card system is what the cards do and how many they are. You have 8 in your deck, so you can manipulate your deck, put different cards in, take cards out that you don't really like. You can put cards in that will work well with other heroes' cards to do combos, which are really, really handy and very, very powerful.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart.
The different types of cards you get are attack cards, skill cards, and heroic cards. Now, attack cards basically deal damage, and every time you use one, you will get a hero point. They will add hero points to a little counter at the bottom right of the screen. Skill cards, they have like a diamond on them. They provide utility, basically. They're like support cards, if you like. So that's like your heals and adding armor and stuff like that. They also add hero points, so when you use one of them, more hero points will come up in the bottom right, and you can probably work out that the last type of card is a hero card. They spend the hero points that you've accumulated, so if you've got no points there, you can't use a hero card. And the hero cards are your big hitters. They're your big powerful cards, especially I'm forgetting the names of them. The guy who the Hell motorcyclist guy. He has a crazy one where he just appears in a car and surfs the car at 1 frame a second and kills everybody. Yeah. Now, although you have all these cards, you can only play 3 in every round. So you have a round where you'll do all your moves, and then the enemy do their moves, and then that's the end of the round, and then it all refreshes for the next round. So you can play 3 cards in any one round. Now, there are ways to play more cards. Like, for example, some cards have a quick ability. Now, that means if you pretty much one-shot somebody with that card, it doesn't count as a card play. So you're essentially getting a free goal. Very important to kind of start your battles with them. You can also draw a couple of new cards if you've got a shit hand out of your deck and discard a card, which is very, very handy. You can also move around. You get 1 move, but you can buy consumables after you've researched them, which I'll come to in a second, which will allow you to have more moves, more cards and stuff like that. Well, not more cards, but be able to draw more cards. Now, also in the combat, there's lots of exploding environmental objects. You can send people flying into them to get extra damage on them. You can also send people flying into each other with knockback, or flying into one of your heroes to take even more damage. There's lots of different types of enemies. There's some enemies that have real big shields, and they will protect objectives, and you have to take their shield down and then take them down before you can actually get... Well, take the shield down before you can get to the objectives. And there's also super villains that you'll see, you know, like Venom. A nasty Venom guy comes in, and the Clawman of X-Men, you know. What's he called? Yeah, he comes in. But, you know, you've got plenty of heroes as well. You've got, like, the Avengers. You've got, like, a few of the Avengers, and they teamed up with a bunch of fucking Satanists, to be honest.
Child of light and darkness, you who tamed the night.
And they're all there. You know, you've got Dr. America, Captain Strange, Spider-Prick, all of them. They're just, you know, all there to infuriate you, especially fucking, what's he called? Armor Man or something, you know, Tony, Ned Stark's son, Tony. Ugh. And that brings me to the Abbey, which is the other half of this game. After every fight, guys, you go back to the Abbey and you are asked if you want to go to the Emo Club, because they're all part of the Emo Club. There's 3 clubs going on here. There's the Emo Club, the Pricks Club, and the Complete Cringe Club.
You in?
Not tonight.
All good. We'll try again soon.
And you can hang out with these absolutely insufferable morons. In fact, you pretty much have to, because by hanging out with them and continually blowing sunshine up their fucking needy arses, guys, you get extra friendship points with them, which lead to give some nice abilities that you get and buffs that you get. So you have to suffer these pricks every fucking night. Guys, you spend more time running around this fucking Abbey place than you do in fucking battles. I swear, I've played this game about 10 hours now, and I think I've only had about 6 fucking battles. It's insufferable. These people, it's... Who writes this shit? There's honestly, the writing in this is absolutely nauseating. I can't stand any of them. I tell you what, if I got an option in this game to blow the fuck out of the Abbey while they're all in bed, I would happily fucking do it, even if it meant the end of the fucking game. And that's how bad it is. It's luckily you can just spam the escape key to get through all the fucking awful drivel that these fuckers spout at each other. And honestly, the world's coming to an end. You've got this powerful fucking witch she is just destroying the fucking world. And you know what? That's fine. Let's throw a surprise party for Magic. We want to have a surprise party. Do you want to help? Will you help with the surprise party? You'll help. Will you go and speak to Dr. America and ask if he'll help with the surprise party? We're going to do decorations and everything.
For a surprise party, but I can't do it alone.
Depends on what you need me to do.
Nothing complicated. I don't need you to hunt special ingredients for a cake or anything like that. If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
The fucking world's going to end here. The world's going to end. Only you can stop them. And what you doing? You're throwing a fucking surprise party in the fucking Emo Club. Are you fucking serious? The only good thing about the Abbey is you have a research area where you can research buffs. You can craft consumables. You can upgrade your cards. You can get new cards and new abilities. You can spar with people. And thankfully you don't actually see it because that would be insufferable as well. But you get extra buffs as well before going into a battle doing that. So there's a lot of good stuff in the Abbey. It's just that you have to go through absolute torture to do these things. It's hideous, guys. It's not that it's a woke game. I know a lot of people, oh, is it? It's all woke. I mean, it does kind of give you the message. You know, the message. You get the message. Of course you get the message. It does that. But it's not that it's woke. It's just that the people are insufferable with the absolute garbage writing. The voice acting's not even great either. It sounds like the people are just reading from a fucking card and they haven't learned the lines. Oh yes, I will do that. I will be there too. You know, that kind of shit. It's fucking ugh. And that's what's wrong with this game, guys. The combat is really fun. It's really good. I'm really enjoying the combat of this game. I like the upgrade system in this game as well. I like the way the missions are structured with lots of side missions. But guys, it's the insufferable garbage that goes on at the Abbey that's the real killer of this game, along with the microtransactions and the in-game currency to customize fucking everything. It's just a massive, massive cash grab, this game, aimed at children by the looks of it as well, by what you can buy. It's just disgusting for a game that's already £50. I mean, Fraxis, you were one of my favourite fucking developers. I mean, you know, Sid Meier's Gettysburg is still one of my all-time favourite games. And you wouldn't have even dreamt of doing this back in the fucking 90s and the noughties. But now that you can, you've just gone all in with the fucking cash grab. Disgusted at you. Absolutely horrible, horrible, horrible. So there you go, guys. Marvel Midnight Suns, although it's really good in the combat and the upgrade system, there's far too much wrong with it to give this any kind of a really good score. Hell no.